Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Fearless Broadcasting YouTube channel. My name is Patrick Wilkinson. I am the broadcaster for tonight. Tonight we're going to be racing alongside the National Sim Racing League's Truck Series here at Talladega. We've got quite the lineup of trucks for you tonight, including the likes of Kenneth Colson, Jacob Semena. Oh, that's a strange one. Jacob Smenata, David Pichal, Peter Semeta, Mark Sakoti II, Brian Wiggins, Robert Wiggins, Johnny Taylor, Shane Posey, Jason Crumley, and Lyle Mitchell. A lot of Chevrolets, not a lot of Fords out here tonight. Primarily Chevrolets in the league, 2 Toyotas out here tonight as well. We're riding on board with the number 32 of Jacob Smenata right now. And forgive me if I am butchering these names, I am trying here. This is still an early broadcast for me, so I am still learning the ropes. But hopefully we have a good night of racing out there tonight. And in just a few minutes we'll be underway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after qualifying, Peter Smetana takes first place in the number 25 Chevrolet pickup, followed by Kenneth Colston in the number 28, Jacob Smetana in the number 32, David Pichal in the number 46, Johnny Taylor in the number 88, Brian Wiggins in the number 17, Robert Wiggins in the number 26, Lyle Mitchell in the number 33, in the number 3. Excuse me. Jason Crumley in the number 9, Mark Sakoti in the number 51 Toyota, and Shane Posey coming in 11th place in the number 83 Toyota. We start to grid up here tonight for this 85-lap race here around Talladega Superspeedway. We hope you all enjoy tonight's race. Brought to you here on the Fearless YouTube channel and the National Sim Racing League's Truck Series.
What's the stages?
2040.
Alright, that's what I figured.
turn 4. Pace car about to jump down pit road. We're about to be green flag racing here at Talladega. Ooh, little internet blip there. That's okay for the number 53. He's back on track. Pace car is off. Roll on around the tri-oval through the restart zone. Will be green flag in just a second. And up to the line.
Green, green, green.
Thank you, spotter. We are green flag racing here at Talladega 53. A good jump off the line. 32 right behind it. 28 on the outside, followed by the 42 and the 88. 28 jumping down to the inside, and 32 jumping back outside. 32 side by side out of turn 1 and 2. That number 88 pushing the 28 all the way down the back stretch. 22 catching 33. Talladega. Running all the way down to the 8. Doing that this early on in the race, but that's okay. Jump a little further back. Someone's running a pace truck livery. That's an interesting place. Apologies, viewers. Number 32 taking the lead, number 17 on his heels on the outside, followed by the number 42 and the number 46. Excuse me for a second, ladies and gentlemen.
I wouldn't hang no more than a second back, Mark, because you'll lose draft pretty quick now. Especially with no one behind you.
Apparently, we're going to have to run off my timesheet
Say
tonight,
again?
so I
How far-
apologize, ladies and
How
gentlemen.
far back?
Brian
Keep
Williams.
like a 7 to 8 tenths buffer, because anything more, you're probably not going to get drafted.
Followed by David Pichal in the number 46 and running up in third. Lyle Mitchell running in fourth. Peter Smith in sixth. And coming running fourth now. Jason Crumley in seventh. Robert Wiggins in eighth. Cody in 11th, excuse me. Long way. I'm right. We do have some good racing going, though. Some good green flag racing as we come out to end lap 3, start lap 4. Close racing here. That's going to be the key for a lot of these drivers to stay in this race. Of course, very recent in Atlanta. You know that as a super speedway, you really got to keep close together in order to be in the competition. So we're going to have to see how this all goes here. Come down to 2, 3. A little squirrely on that outside line. Pushing the number 17 truck all the way over the racetrack here. He's trying to stay behind me, but I think that's going to work out. Between the middle of both lanes. He may just end up sending me out. Be careful how you push with these trucks here at Talladega. You get very loose if you're pushing the wrong places, especially if you're leaving all over all the way down the back stretch. You don't want to be turning people this early in the race. Long race. Lap 5, 85 here at Talladega. 7 laps of green flag racing as we go real wide over the racetrack, trying to make the most of it. Sometimes the outside line gets a really good run, sometimes the inside line just has a gem. You never know until time comes when you start racing here at UP Super Speedway. Getting real close. Turn 2 there, that was a little close, but
Did you die, Shane?
Shane Posey, the number 83.
Yeah.
Very, very unfortunate
Pull back a little bit, pull
series of
back, we're
events
gonna
there.
lose you.
Let's jump back and see what happened. Number 83 on the outside. Oh, it gets some
That was really good.
assisted into the wall. Very, very for the number 83 truck of Shane Posey as he pulls into pit road. We are still green flag racing here at Talladega, lap 10 of 85.
Kenneth shit's bugging out on him. He says it was looking to the left.
Some choice words from Jay Taylor. We're running back up front with Jacob Smetana in the number 32 truck Chevrolet from Prague. Come down the backstretch for turn 3. A lot of single file racing. Jump on board inside the truck here. Loud. How hard he's working that truck. That's okay. We're still good. Very, very trucks, especially how flat the noses are and how flat the wings are on them. You get a lot of buffeting over the top of the truck. And with the accordion truck going really quickly, you're more careful with these trucks, especially when you're tight and pushing the leaders. So if the leaders are picked up in turns, you're going to be allowing in the back. And believe me, that is a unfortunate event. If you have that happen, you really don't want to be taken out because you're going too fast and you're slightly back in the truck. Just bad hustle. Jumping back outside. Blimp view here for a second. Very grainy graphics, but that's okay as they come around turn 2. Down the backstretch. Top 6 only in the picture. Some of the guys must have been pitting early for some fuel, maybe for some tire. Come down the backstretch here at Talladega, entering turn 3. Jump on over to Kenneth Colson, see where he's at. He is all the way back, just coming through the tri-oval now, down into 10th position. Number 28 Chevrolet. And unfortunately, Shane Posey is out of the race here at Talladega. We'll see if we can't get a word with him at some point soon. Very, very unfortunate event for him to have happen. He seemed like a fast driver out there tonight, and it just didn't want to work out for him. Unfortunately, it happens. Jump on back to our leader here. They come into turn 3. Jump back to our normal TV cameras here. Number 32 of Jacob Smenita. As they come around turn 4. This is the National Sim Racing Truck Series League here at Talladega. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're on board with your leader, number 32, Smetana. Excuse me, I'm going to butcher that name every time, so I apologize wholeheartedly, viewers. Followed by David Pichal, number 26, Brian Wiggins in third, Peter Smetana in fourth, Robert Wiggins in fifth, Lyle Mitchell in sixth, John Taylor in seventh, Marcus Cody in eighth, Jason Crumley in ninth, and Kenneth Colson in 10th.
I'm staying high, boys.
Shane Posey is out of the race. Kenneth Colson is staying high and off the turn 2. Shane leaders get on by him without an incident. That's a very smart plan for him to do. That jump a little further back to Johnny Taylor, leading the 3 trucks behind the leaders. Seemed to have had a little incident earlier in this weekend. Shane Posey had his little accident. Very unfortunate for him. But these 3 get a caution. If the caution happens, these 3 guys will catch right back up on the restart. And they still have a good shot to be in this race. They come across the start-finish line here at Talladega. Skirting the apron all the way down to turn 1 and 2. Running very, very low. Paying off the yellow lines down there is the number 51 of Mark Cody. Followed by Jason Crumley in the number 9 truck. Number 88 of Mark Taylor in the Carol. Up 18 of 85. Still got a lot of racing to go.
See what I'm talking about, Mark? The second they went double file, we're instant slower. See how broken that is?
Yep.
Unfortunately, folks, I am not seeing Shane Posey in the Discord server to talk to. Otherwise, I would pull him up and talk to him about his wreck. Unfortunately, he is not in to be talked to. So we're going to make the best of it. Jump back up towards the leaders as they come back through the tri-oval. Jacob Smetana in first, David Pichal in second, Brian Wiggins third, Peter Smetana in fourth, Lyle Mitchell in sixth. And then the last lap car of Kenneth Coulson following on the inside. They are getting a little racy, though. They're starting to wiggle a little bit. Start wiggling too much, you're going to be wrecking all over the place. Leaving the Talladega, that can cost you the race here. It's taking some good racing, though. No real wrecks, unfortunately. Of course, for the number 83, Shane Posey, he is out. But no cautions so far as we come to lap 20. Just under quarter way through.
Caution, yellow flag.
Caution's out. Stage caution. Stage winner.
I gotta let the pace car by.
Stage winner is Jacob Smetana in the number 32 Chevrolet, followed by Brian Wiggins in the number 17. Oh, excuse me, hang on. My timesheet is updating here.
And the first stage. Whoa, that pace car is a little wild.
And here comes the pace car flying on by. It was just at the back of your screen there. Here it comes. There it is. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this is a little more accurate. Jacob Smetana in first. David Pachal in second. Brian Wiggins in third. Peter Smetana in fourth. Robert Wiggins in fifth. Luke Mitchell in sixth. Johnny Taylor in seventh. Mark Cicotti in eighth. Jason Crumley in ninth. Kenneth Coulson 1 lap down in 10th place. And Shane Posey out of the race. Internet blipping again, apologies. As they come on down pit road. Everybody except for Kenneth Coulson coming down pit road. Whoa! There may have been a little incident on pit road. Let's take a rewind really quick and see what just happened. Someone dipped to the inside. So, David Pachal, the number 46. Did he just get loose, or did he check up too early to evade the number 26? That is an interesting thing that just happened there in pit road. Of course, we just missed the race off pit road as I was watching that. I apologize, but
Next stage, we let 40. Come to 41.
it happens. Number 9 of Jason Crumley still in the pits. Not sure if he's repairing. There he goes, slow out of the pits. Must have had a penalty or a repair that he was doing before he came back out. He's back out on the track now in the 9th position.
Pay attention, Wiggins.
Let's see if we can get Jason Crumley up in here. Jason Crumley, Patrick Wilkinson up in the booth. How copy?
How's it going?
Forgive me, my audio's a little low. What happened there in the pit lane? Was it just a slow stop, or what was going on there?
I was making a few extra adjustments on the truck before I took it out here to see if I can pick up.
Okay. Wanted to make sure. Just making sure all the drivers out there are all right. Wasn't sure if you were involved with the wreck with Shane Posey earlier with the number 83 truck. Do you know what happened there?
I don't know for sure what happened. It was in front of me. I just seen a couple of trucks starting to smoke, and I just jumped in the apron to try to avoid it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly happened there.
Well, I won't bother you anymore. Thank you for a quick minute with us as you come back towards one to go, and hope to be talking to you at Victory Lane.
I hope so too. Thank you.
That was Jason Crumley coming in 9th position right now. As we come around turns 1 and 2, here is your starting lineup for the restart. Jacob Smetana in first. On the inside line, David Pachal in second, the number 46 on the outside. 42, excuse me. Again, I do not understand why my timesheet and the numbers on the trucks that I can see are different. But, hey, we're winging it. We're doing it live. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Johnny Taylor in 3rd place on the inside. Brian Wiggins in number 17 on the outside in the 4th position. Peter Smetana in 5th place. Robert Wiggins in 6th. Lyle Mitchell in 7th. Jason Crumley in 8th. Mark Sakoti in 9th. And Kenneth Colson in 10th place. And once again, Shane Posey is out of the race. Coming up through turns 3 and entering 4. Everybody's getting ready, making sure their tires are heated up. Number 32 trying to stick nice and low on the inside line. Make sure that no one can take it away from him on the restart. Pace car is off. We will be green flag on lap 24 of number 85. So far, well, I wouldn't do the commentator's curse, so I won't say it. So far, your leader is the number 42. As we come back to the green flag. Huge restart from the number 32 with the 42 chasing him down on the outside, trying to make sure that he doesn't run away with it. Side drafting a little bit, trying to make sure they don't run away. 32 runs up the front. Number 88 runs up the inside. Huge move from the 88 of Johnny Taylor. On the outside, though, taking it right back with help from the 42 and number 3. They come into turn number 3. 32 taking the inside line back. Blocking number 88. They are bump drafted through turns 3 and 4. Comes back down the short chute in the tire oval. Being helped by the 88, the 17, and the 46. 25, excuse me. I apologize once again, folks. It really isn't feeling not having my timesheet and my numbers be correct on the screen, so I apologize wholeheartedly if this gets confusing. Your leader, Jacob Smetana, in first place, being pushed by Johnny Taylor and number 17, Brian Wiggins right behind them. David Pachal on the outside, number 42 in third place. Peter Smetana, 25. Lyle Mitchell, Kenneth Colson in 7th, Robert Wiggins in 8th, Mark Sakoti in 9th, and Jason Crumley in 10th place. Number 88 moves back to the lead with a little help from the outside line in the 42. Come back through turns 1 and 2. Doing 190 miles an hour down the backstretch, accelerating up to 190 93. Jump on board with our leader, the number 88, Johnny Taylor. Trying to run away with it. Being pushed all over the place by the number 32. Outside line seems to have a lot of momentum off of the trioval, but they don't seem to have a lot of That has been something I have been noticing throughout the past week in iRacing, in case you're not on iRacing. This week has been specifically Talladega Week 4 Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and for the next Ryder Cup Series as the official events. So number 42 takes the lead away from the number 88. Very, very risky moves here for these guys. They're trying to make all the places they can. Number 42 and 46 of David Pichal. Ryan went away with it. Number 88 slides back up to the outside, running 3 wide behind them. And the number 32, 17, 53, and 28. This is where the races get interesting as we come up to 28 laps of 85 completed. Number 42 taking a huge lead on the number 88 as they come off turn 2 down the backstretch. As I was saying, this week has been specifically Talladega week for a lot of the C-Class and higher races on the official calendar for iRacing, and it's been very, very interesting to see what strategies people are doing on some of the longer and shorter races for a lot of these middle and higher classes of drivers. Getting squirrely through the restart zone. The mock pace truck there behind number 32. These are some very fast people to be racing with. Raced with some of them in a offline earlier this season. They were incredibly fast. Just got word from the boss saying the speakers might be a little too loud, so we're going to turn those down just a smidgen here. Hopefully that works a little better. Come up to lap 30 to go. Getting real squirrely on the outside line. 88 pushing the 17 all over the place here. If he's not careful, he's going to turn that 17, and that's going to be the huge one here at Talladega if he's not careful. 30 laps done out of 85 here at Talladega Superspeedway as we come through turns 1 and 2. 42 truck taking the lead once again, being pushed by the 32 and the 17 on the outside, being pushed by the 88. A lot of high-speed racing here at Talladega. As the 17 and 88 get another big run on the outside, being helped by the 51. And the 9 jump back a little bit here, see what's going on back in the pack. All 10 drivers are still racing outside of the unfortunate Shane Posey, who was out in the first handful of laps. Lap 32, or lap 31, excuse me, as we come back around once again. Whoa, big slide from that truck on the inside. That number 26 truck seems to be doing pretty good pace. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to, here we go. Number 26, Robert Wiggins in the Superflow Chevrolet. Some of these guys have some really nice paint jobs out here. Sometimes paint jobs don't have to be the prettiest things out there, and they don't need to be super complicated. Even just the simple paint jobs like that one. Just half and half, a little bit of pink, a little bit of white, some purple lettering on there. That's a nice looking truck out there. He's kind of tailing out the inside line. You got to make sure someone doesn't cut all the way down on them, take that position away. Number 3, Lyle Mitchell, the outside, giving the 26 a nice run up to be with the leaders here. Just as I was saying, he was out towards the back of the field. It's actually working out for him a little bit. Sometimes you get a better run just waiting for it to happen. Number 28 gave him a little push there. He's helping in the draft. Number 51 sneaks up behind him. The 53 behind the 51. Coming up to 33 laps completed through turns 1 and 2. Number 3, Lyle Mitchell in the iRacing official pace truck, quote, truck. Number 3 Chevrolet up in the front, being pushed by that 17 all the way to the bumpers. Being chased down by the 42 on the inside, 28 and the 88 working together on the outside, trying to catch them up. Number 32 pushing the 42, 17 and 3 on the inside, trying to make some magic happen. Trying to sneak his nose down there on the bottom. 9 blipping in and out of existence, but that's okay. Regains the internet. Jump on the nose of the number 3 truck here and take a look at what's going on in front of him. This is what 189, 190 mile an hour looks like from the very front bumper of these trucks. Let's head towards the back of the field here. See from the roll bar point of view of Jacob Smenita. Really trying to make some magic happen back here towards the middle of the field. He is down in the 8th position currently. Boxed in all around him. Well, this is what some good racing looks like. Jump back outside. Two by two racing 5 back all the way down the racetrack. The mock official pace truck, of iRacing, Lyle Mitchell in the number 3, leading the way as the number 88 and the 28, challenge from the outside. Jump back on board with them. Number 17 pushing the number 3. 42 helping them on the inside line, trying to make sure that they keep that lead going. Coming through the tri-oval once again. Lots of good racing here tonight, here with the National Sim Racing Truck Series here at Talladega Superspeedway. Brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting, only on YouTube. All of our live timing brought to you as well by SDK Gaming, the only choice for everything iRacing. If you're going to broadcast, work with these guys. Believe me, they make some great stuff. A lot of racing really go. Whoa! Internet blipped. Where'd it go? There we go. All right, we're back. We're good. Sorry about that. your leader, Lyle Mitchell, in the number 3 iRacing official pace truck. Quote, leading the way. 3 wide on the backstretch, trying to make up places. They can jump on back there with them.
My bad, Taylor.
Get a good camera view of them. The 9, the 26, and the 53 trying to make some magic happen with each other. They come off turn 4 down the short stretch into the tri-oval for another lap completed. A lot of green flag racing here tonight. You don't usually see this, especially here at Talladega. I can safely assure you, twice this week I have been upside down in the catch fence. And that is not a fun experience, especially when you're leading the race. Sometimes it's the way it goes, though. It's super speedway racing, as the 9's trying to push 3 wide again, all the way up on the outside. Whoa, 32 going up with him. Wasn't sure if he was about to go wreck him by accident. They got a run on that top line. We'll see what they can do. Let's jump on board with the number 9 here, Jason Crumley. Come around turns 3 and 4, trying to make some magic happen. See if the 42, 42, excuse me, pulls up behind them. He does. 17 pulls up in front of them. They got 4 wide. They are going 4 wide for a moment there at Talladega. Wow. Number 3 leading the way, and it's 3 wide. Oh, we got a truck in the wall. Contact, we're around. 28, 17, and the 9. Huge wreck.
My bad, Taylor.
I don't know if that was my bad or not. It was.
Let's jump back and take a look.
Nah, it wasn't my fault, though.
Hang on here. Hang on here, folks. Just 1 second. Do. Back up. All right. Pause it there. All right. So, coming into turn 1. 17 gets dinged, takes out the 28 and the 9, and they just all go around. Very unfortunate for everybody involved.
First, down the
We
middle.
jump back to our live point of view.
I think
Mark
first car is
Ciccone
facing one right
is
now.
in first place. There we go.
Middle
Lap
one,
41 of 85 completed. Oops, excuse me. There we go. Mark Ciccone in the number 51 Toyota is leading your race here at Talladega, followed by the number 88 of Johnny Taylor, followed by the number 26 of Robert Wiggins, Jacob Smetana in 4th, David Pachal in 5th, Lyle Mitchell in the number 3 in 6th place, Jason Crumley in 7th, Peter Smetana in 8th, Brian Wiggins in 9th, and Kenneth Colson in 10th place. Very unfortunate for the number 28 there. Let's see if we can get him up here. I can never remember how you do this. He's a little far down, but we'll give it a try. You know what? We're going to leave him right where he is for the time being, because I don't want to mess anything up on my side, because I tend to do that. Oops. Ignore that. Very unfortunate for Kenneth Colson. He is now in 10th position going for a repair. We'll see if he can at least get back out onto the track as everybody else comes down pit road. Number 51 Toyota of Mark Ciccone overshoots his pit stall a little bit as he starts his service. We'll jump down to the end of pit lane with the number 53 at the very end position. Watch the race off of pit road. Mark Ciccone already out, and he's off.
come out first. How the hell that happened?
Mark Ciccone, your leader, followed by Jacob Smetana, Robert Wiggins, David Pichal, Peter Smetana, Johnny
Yeah, I have
Taylor,
no idea.
Brian
Think
Wiggins,
once them two
Lyle
changed
Mitchell,
lines, they
Jason
killed all
Crumley,
three
and
lanes.
Kenneth Colson are still in pit road.
And I know, I think I came up into Wiggins, but when Lyle came up in front of me, I couldn't see shit, so I think I veered to the right a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
I think I might have stuffed Wiggins in the fence.
Good.
Kenneth Colson, this is Pat
Yeah, I
Wilkinson
thought
up
they
in the
would jump
booth.
off
How
the bottom.
copy?
I seen him and
What's
then
up,
Lyle
man?
come off the bottom. I said, wow, they just
Very,
opened it right
very
up for me.
unfortunate for you there. What happened out there?
Next time I see that, I'm gonna go block here
It
and
just,
block you
it just
next
got
season
real
for anyway.
racy and it got real tight. And I'm looking at it right now. The
This tape
17
starts sick of you.
got bumped up a little bit, hit the wall, and then he just came down to me, and it happens. You know, that's just draft racing for you.
We all know that. We all know super
Yes,
speedway
sir.
racing at heart.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you think you'll be able to get back out there, or do you think your night might be
No.
over?
My night's over. Yeah, it said too much damage to repair. So. My
Well,
night's
very
over.
very unfortunate for you. My heart goes out to you. You had a great truck all night. Thank you for racing tonight, and hopefully
yeah.
next week, if I'm around anyway, we'll hope to see you in Victory Lane next week. How's that sound?
Sounds great. Sounds great. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Kenneth. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. Yes, sir.
That was the number 28 of Kenneth Colson, unfortunately out of tonight's race after a wreck in turns 3 and 4. Mark Ciccone in the number 51 Toyota on the point on the bottom of the racetrack as we're following along with him in the number 51 Toyota Tacoma DeWalt truck. Followed in second place by Robert Wiggins in the number 26 Chevrolet. Johnny Taylor in the number 88 Chevrolet in third place. Lyle Mitchell in the number 3. Jason Crumley in the number 9. Wait, what? What's going on? They're skirting around me a little bit under pacing, so forgive me if this is a little inaccurate. Jason Crumley in 4th, Lyle Mitchell in 5th, Jacob Smetana in 6th, Peter Smetana in 7th, David Pichal in 8th, Brian Wiggins in 9th, Kenneth Colson and Shane Posey are both out of the race.
Come here, I smell you.
Coming back towards start-finish line and, of course, the restart zone. A lot of trucks picking the inside line. Don't know if that's just because everybody had to go pit again or got EOLs, which does happen in this league. It's unfortunate, but it does. Doesn't mean your race is over, though. Little bit of damage on the number 17 truck back there. As they enter the restart zone, 51 takes off like a bullet. We are green flag racing once again here at Talladega. Lap 44 of 85 completed. 40 to go next time by. Very slow start from the number 26. That was a very poor start indeed. Wonder if he missed his shift coming off of the restart zone. Does happen from time to time. I've done it myself. Number 9 challenging him on the outside for his position, trying to side draft. Keeping it away from him, though, is the number 3 taking him and the 26 towards the leaders, number 88 and the number 51. Left in tonight's race. friendly in the number 9 towards the tail of the field. Unfortunate, but it does happen. Side drafting off the 42, trying to keep some speed. Honestly, he might be better off falling back a little bit, falling in line like he's doing so now, coming off of turn 4. Get a good run off him, see if anybody will go to the outside with him, start challenging some of the leaders for anything better. Ryan Wiggins is a lap down, I believe. Let's take a look here. Brian Wiggins. As he enters the pits, more damage for Brian Wiggins. Brian Wiggins back in the pits once again, number 17 Chevrolet. A lot of damage on that truck. And he may be out of the race. He's just disappeared, so I'm going to assume he's out of this race. Very, very unfortunate. Let's see if we can get him up here. Brian Wiggins, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How do you copy?
Yeah, I got your copy. What's up, Pat? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. Very unfortunate night for you. Are you out of the race tonight?
I mean, the truck was, I tried to get back out there and now the lap down. I figured I'll run around, maybe another caution comes out and I get my lap back, but I lost the draft, so I was like, I might as well go finish. No point in running around by myself out there, you know what I mean?
Of course, of course. I do understand that, especially if you can't keep the draft up. This speedway racing can get brutal like that sometimes, especially when you have a lot of damage. Well, very unfortunate for you tonight. Thank you for joining us.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. A lot of fun. I mean, battling side by side with them guys, Taylor, brothers. It's a lot of fun, and things just happen, so.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you had a good time anyway. And if I'm here next week, we'll hope to see you up in Victory Lane. How's that sound?
Awesome. That sounds great. I would love that. Hopefully we'll see you there, man. And if not, we'll see you on whatever. Thanks for what you're doing, Pat.
All right. You have a good one now. Take care. Good night. Number 17 of Brian Wiggins there, out at Talladega at lap 45 or 46, somewhere in there. A lot of unfortunate racing out there tonight. Talladega is one of those brutal tracks that you just cannot get a lot of sympathy from, especially if you get wrecked. Number 3 is pushing that number 9 all over the place on the outside line, really trying to make some speed happen. Gotta be careful though, once again, don't want to start turning people. That's how you ruin your own race. They are bumper to bumper down the backstretch entering turn 3. Number 51 holding on by a thread, number 88 pushing him. 9 and the 3 are pushing each other all over the place. That 3's got to really be careful in the turns especially. These race cars do not like being pushed that hard, and they get very, very tail happy once you start. I can promise you, we were racing this, I believe, Wednesday night after I got home from work, and someone pushed up behind me. Next thing I knew, I was up in the wall. You can get very squirrely in these trucks very quickly if you are not very careful with them. 8 drivers remaining in your National Sim Racing, Truck Series, as we have 35 to go here at Talladega. 34 this time by number 51 of Mark Ciccone leading the way in the number 51 Toyota Tacoma. Going back to these paint jobs, though, as we were discussing earlier, I do like a lot of these paint jobs that are out here tonight. That number 51 especially, the number 88 is a great truck too. Whoa, big slide there from the number 9. Number 3 going wide to evade. Number 26 has a really good paint job out there tonight too. Number 9's a little on the basic side, but that's nothing to sneeze at. Sometimes the best trucks are the simple looking ones. Of course, the number 3 of Lyle Mitchell, masquerading as the pace truck out there in the number 3 Chevrolet on the outside of your screen there, just behind the 9. That's another very fun looking paint job. I can get behind that for shenanigans. Jump back here a little bit. The number 32, Jacob Smetana. Number 32 here, Chevrolet. Premier Race Setups.com, number 32. That is another really sharp looking truck. One of the 3 trucks out there running that sponsor tonight. Unfortunately, all 3 of them are towards the tail of the field, but there's still a good bit of racing left. 52 laps completed of 85 this time by. There'll be other opportunities for these guys to catch on up, and I think we're going to have a really good race out there tonight. We just got to see how it goes. Number 32 towing the 53 and the 42, catching back up to the tail of the field here. Using the draft from 26 to help them out. Another thing these guys got to worry about too, especially super speedways like this, is your temperatures. That number 3 and the number 88, if they don't get enough air after pushing the 51 and the 9 for so long, they may start having temperature problems. You jump on board with the number 88 Chevrolet of Johnny Taylor. Being that close, yes, you'll get more speed, but at the same time, you may risk your durability in the long run. You got to be careful with how close you draft some of these guys. Of course, not only for handling purposes, but of course, for your temperatures. You can blow the engines really easy here, especially running that close. Yep. Number 32 and the 53 blipping in and out of existence there. They're all back, though. We're green flag still. Coming up towards 30 laps to go next time by. Your leader is still Mark Ciccone, too. Very close behind him is the number 9 of Jason Crumley. Number 88, Johnny Taylor on the inside, pushing him. Number 3 of Lyle Mitchell pushing the 9 on the outside. 8 trucks out of the original 11 are still in the race. Trucks that are out of contention are Brian Wiggins in the number 17, Kenneth Coulson in the number 28, and Shane Posey in the number 83. Jump on board with the the nose view of number 88 here. Getting right up close to the behind of that number 51. Looking up his gas tank and his exhaust pipes. Trying to make sure he gets the most out of that speed. He's inside the gas tank, so we will jump back out to another camera. 30 laps to go. 28 and the 51 running 88, excuse me, in the number 51, running away with it a little bit. Number 9 on the outside, trying to chase down that 26 on the side draft. Number 3 behind them. Followed by the 32 of Jacob Smetana, 25 of Peter Smetana, and the 46 of David Pichal. We have been lucky to have a lot of green flag racing out there tonight. Talladega is not usually a place you see a lot of green flag racing, especially if your name is Ryan Preece, ladies and gentlemen. If you know him from the real life racing world, you know he likes going upside down here. A lot. Number 9 and the number 3 getting another huge run on the 51 and the 88 on the outside. But starting to fall back off. Whoa, 3 and the 9 starting to get together there a little bit. Got to be careful there. Coming back down through the tri-oval. 57 laps. We got a lot of racing to go still. This has been the National Sim This is in the National Sim Racing Truck Series, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting and the incredible folks that supply our timesheets and our software from SDK Gaming for iRacing's live timing. Thank you all for watching with us tonight. We hope you've been enjoying it this far. Number 9, number 3 running up all over the place off of turn 2 again. They keep running, that number 3 truck keeps running wide to try and get away from the 9, but he keeps backing off of the 9, so they lose more speed. He needs to stick with that 9 to keep that speed going, to keep the momentum going on the outside, like that. He's also probably trying to get some air in that truck before he overheats. That's probably what the 88's running into as well. Unfortunately, the 88 is boxed in. He can't make that happen for him right away. There you go, getting a little bit of air coming through the tri-oval here. Trying to stick his nose out a little bit behind the 51, but not too much. Trying to keep that pace going. This is where the strategy starts becoming a little more obscure. Do you want to keep helping your guys? Do you want to stick with the guys you've been running with? Do you want to start thinking about yourself a little bit as we have 27 laps to go? Number 9 going for another huge run on the outside and takes the lead. Leaving the 3 truck high and dry as they come around turns 3 and 4. New leader, Jason Crumley in the number 9 Chevrolet pickup truck. Being followed close behind by Lyle Mitchell on the outside, side drafting the heck out of the number 51. Trying to keep that momentum going. The question is, how long will he be able to keep that up? As it is single file all the way behind him. He doesn't want to lose that place. He doesn't want to get out of the top 5. Top 3, really. Side drafting off the corners is really seeming to work for him, as there is a slow car back out on track. Who is that? Brian Wiggins is back in the race. Brian Wiggins returning to the track, all fixed up, good to go. Several laps down, unfortunately. But he is still in the race. Sometimes you never know with these races. You never know how they're going to go. He might have a good shot to get back in it. Jump back to our normal camera here. Jump back over to your leaders as well. Jason Crumley, the number 9 truck, leading the way, followed by the number 51 Toyota of Mark Sakoti. In third place, number 88 of Johnny Taylor. Fourth place, Lyle Mitchell in the number 3. Robert Wiggins in 5th. Jacob Smetana in 6th. Ugh. English is hard for me tonight, apparently. Peter Smetana in 7th. David Pichal in 8th. Brian Wiggins in 9th. And 2 cars out are Kenneth Colson and Shane Posey. Drivers starting to settle in, more single file running. This is where a lot of their top speed's going to come from. This will run better for everybody as they start cooling their engines down, especially the number 3 and the number 88. Now that there's a little more wiggle room between the cars in front of them, they'll be able to clean up their noses a little bit, get some fresh air in those engines, cool them down a little bit as we've got 24 laps to go. Jason Crumley leading the way in the number 9 Chevrolet. And a little extra space off the 51. 51 getting right back up to him. Half a car now. 17, Ryan Wiggins running on the outside, trying to let the field go by. He'll pick up the tail of the field once they're past him. Or if someone wants to jump outside and work with him, they might be able to get some magic working on the outside line. Try and challenge that number 9 and the number 51 for the lead. So the number 9 seems to be pulling away with it a little bit here. He's not too careful. If he gets too far ahead of the field, he'll lose the draft on himself. Of course, the aerodynamics of the trucks behind him increasing his own aerodynamics and their effects. Whoa, as we got the 26 trucks around. 26. Robert Wiggins gets turned. Robert Wiggins got turned by... Oop. Apologies, folks. Hang on one second. .32 got under him and just turned around all the way up onto his side and everything. And up into the wall. Very big hit for that number 26 for Robert Wiggins. Unfortunate for him. Jump back live. No caution for that. Very surprising, no caution for that wreck. Trucks start pulling in for more pit stops here. Green flag pit stops. 20 laps to go this time by. Robert Wiggins is out of the pits. Good bit of damage to the right side of that truck. And the left side by the looks of it. He's looking like an SK modified out there. Have his tires sticking out, but that's alright. He's still going. If it can keep the speed up, I'd say he's got a pretty good chance, especially with the green flag pit stops going on. He may have enough speed to keep that thing going. Very unfortunate for it to have happened, though. But that is Super Speedway Racing. As we jump back to our leaders. Oop. Hang on. There we go. Never mind, we're good. Number 32 takes the lead of Jacob Smetana. Peter Smetana in the number 25 behind him. David Pachal, the number 46 behind them, taking up third place. Mark Saccotti in fourth after the green flag pit stops. Johnny Taylor in fifth. Lyle Mitchell in sixth. Jason Crumley in seventh. Robert Wiggins in eighth. And Brian Wiggins in ninth. Kenneth Colson and Shane Posey are out of the race. $18 laps to go here at Talladega. Brian Wiggins running with the top four, trying to keep some speed going for him. Trying to get a few laps back, maybe, at least get some position back. Pushing that number 42 on the inside there. That's all right. 17 laps to go this time by here at Talladega Superspeedway. This has been Fearless Broadcasting in partnership with the National Sim Racing League and their truck series here tonight at Talladega Superspeedway. Right on board with number 17 of Brian Wiggins, despite being a little bit further down in the field. He's been running pretty consistent all night, regardless of his wreck. Jumping on board with Robert Wiggins, seeing how he's faring. Running a good bit of damage, but he's still got some speed going. 170 miles an hour on his own. He should be able to keep that thing going as long as he can manage to keep the draft. If the draft don't work for him, however, that will not be in his favor as he drops down to 169, excuse me, coming off of turn 2, down towards the backstretch. Mark Ciccone here in 4th place, followed by the 88, the 3, and the 9 coming up on the number 26 of Robert Wiggins as they come into turn 3 and 4. $16 to go this time. 15 to go this time by, excuse me. And of course, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize if I am not pronouncing these names correctly. I English very goodly sometimes, so don't worry. That number 3 truck getting a little squirrely behind the 88. 88 pushing the 51. They're all trying to make up some speed here, catch back up towards the leaders. Jump back on board with Jacob Smetana. As they all come into the pits. Brian Wiggins stays out. Whoa, huge lockup from the 32. They all slide into pit road. Now these three need really good pit stops to make sure that they don't go a lap down behind the 4 truck coming up behind him of Mark Ciccone, Johnny Taylor, Lyle Mitchell, and Jason Crumley. They got to have some real fast stops out there to make sure that they don't get lapped. Otherwise, they may never get their places back. Very good stop for all 3 of them. Peter Smetana leading the race off pit road in the number 53. As Mark Ciccone, Johnny Taylor, and Lyle Mitchell, Jason Crumley are coming through the tri-oval, catching straight back up to them. As they exit pit road, coming onto the banking. These 4 are going to be right on top of them at the exit of turn 2. They don't get some speed going, they may fall back. Number 9 of Jason Crumley getting a little squirrely there. That's okay. A little bit of gap between the drivers. Trying to get some speed going here. Trying to catch up back with the lead 3. Number 88 pushing the 51 as hard as he can. Jump back up to our leaders here. Just exiting the tri-oval across the start-finish line. They're 3 back. These are your 3 leaders. Number 53, excuse me, of Peter Smetana. 32 of Jacob Smetana. David Pichal in 3rd place. All 3 Pro Setups, PremierRacingSetup.com trucks running the same strategies together. Of course, being teammates, that's how you do it. Jump back to Mark Ciccodi. They may be gaining on the top three. If it is, it's not by a whole lot, though, unfortunately. The Hail Mary here would be a caution this late into the race. Unfortunately, all the drivers know that they cannot afford one this late. They all know if they wreck out this late in the race, it's going to be over for them. 12 laps to go here at Talladega. Ooh, excuse me. Hopping back on board with your leaders. 53, 32, and the 42. All Premier Racing Setups.com Chevrolet pickup trucks. Some very sharp paint jobs from these guys. Anybody ever needs a really good setup, check out PRSSetups.com. You can find almost any setup for any car and any race. Coming up on 10 laps to go as they come through turns 3 and 4 into the short chute before the tri-oval. Ignore the fact it says number 25. He's running the number 53. I believe that must be what his iRacing number is set to for his preference. Because when you're customizing your cars in the menus, you can set numbers you are. If you were watching the stream I was racing in earlier tonight, you would see that I was running the number 44 Chevrolet when I am usually running the number 82. Of course, that's with my own custom numbers, but that's besides the point. Less than 9 laps to go here at Talladega. National Sim Racing Truck Series League here at Talladega. Brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting and SDK Gaming for all of their wonderful timesheets and live timing and all of their broadcasting equipment software that they let us use. Some fantastic equipment that they let us use. Believe me, this is some of the most fun you can have in an office chair. I can play with all kinds of things on my triple monitors back here, and with Streamlabs I can sound like Peggy Lee, and we have a grand old time. Some of you are not old enough to get that joke, but that's okay. These are your top 3. Peter Smetana, Jacob Smetana, and David Pichal running first, second, and third places. Fourth place is the number 3 of Lyle Mitchell. Fifth place is Jason Crumley in the number 9. Mark Ciccodi in 6th place in the number 51 Toyota. Johnny Taylor in 7th. And those are all the cars on lead lap. Robert Wiggins in tandem with the number 17 of Brian Wiggins are multiple laps down, unfortunately, after they both had separate wrecks. The number 28 of Kenneth Colston are out, and Shane Posey in the number 83 Toyota are out as well. Those are the 9 drivers remaining in the race tonight, with less than 7 laps to go. So number 53 comes back through turns 3 and 4. through the tri-oval. As the laps tick down, it does make the inner demon in your mind wonder, will his teammates try to beat him? As we have 6 laps to go this time by, will his teammates try to beat him out? Will they stick with him and just get a top 1, 2, 3 for the team? This is where speedway racing gets interesting, because you never know what's about to happen next as we enter the final 5 here at Talladega.
The yellow flag is out.
And there's a caution. Caution's out with 5 laps to go. 3rd caution of the evening. Let's take a jump back and see what for. I'm not seeing any reason why there is a caution. Jump back to the live view. 3rd caution of the evening with 5 laps to go. Whoa! And there goes the pace car. Very strange. I'm not seeing what brought the caution out. Number 17 and 26 of Brian and Robert Wiggins, respectively. They're catching back up to the field. Oh! Number 3's got damage. Lyle Mitchell. Damage to the front right of that truck. Oh! Number 9 turned the 3. Was that the number 88? Number 88 turned the 3. Let's see if we can get a better view. Yes, it was the number 9, excuse me. Number 9 turned the number 3 of Lyle Mitchell. Very unfortunate thing to have happen this late in the race. That is a lot of damage on that number 3 truck. We'll jump back to our live camera here as they all come down pit road. Very unfortunate this late in the race, especially with only 5 laps to go. The question is, does he just jump on back out there and keep going? No, he may be waiting for a little bit of repair there. If I'm not mistaken, it may be a green-white checkered finish. For those who don't know, green-white checkered finish. Green flag will come out. They'll race 1 full lap. Next flag by will be the white flag, and then it will be the checkered flag. After that, no matter what happens. Number 3 staying in the pits for some repairs. Let's see if we can pull him up here really quick. Lyle Mitchell, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How do you copy?
Copy.
Very unfortunate thing to have happen to you there. What do you think happened?
We were just pushing it. We were trying to catch the guys in the front 3 guys, and I got a little loose and he hit me. Hey, it's racing. Talladega.
Very unfortunate it happened so late for you. Do you think you'll be able to get back on out there?
Oh, yes, we will.
Very good. That's what we like to hear. Well, then I'll leave you to it. Best of luck, and we hope to see you in victory lane.
Thank
Have
you.
a good race.
Thank you.
Lyle Mitchell, very confident there despite the damage, hoping to get back into the lead of the race, or at least into the pack of the race.
Someone turn the lights on.
Your leader, Peter Smetana, followed by Jacob Smetana, David Pichal in 3rd, Mark Sakoti in 4th, Johnny Taylor in 5th, Jason Crumley in 6th, Robert and Wiggins in 7th. Lyle Mitchell in 8th. 1 to go this time by.
I'm coming 16, well, 26.
2 to go on the flat. On the next flag, it will be a green-white checkered finish. As long as we don't have a caution on the next racing lap, we will be coming back no matter what. And this changes the game for everybody. The question is now, will the 32 try to jump ahead of the 53 and the 42, try and take the lead? Will he fall back behind the 42 and try to push his teammates to the win? Number 3 truck rejoins the track. 51 and the 17 on the outside. Another couple of fast trucks there. Number 88 on the bottom behind the 42 of Johnny Taylor. That is another incredibly fast machine out there tonight. We may see him take the lead, depending on how these next few laps go as we come towards turns 3 and 4. This is the National Sim Racing Truck Series League. Lyle, of course, re-announcing his position on the racetrack. Field dominated by Chevrolets and 1 Toyota up in 4th place on the outside line. We will see how it goes for him. And this is where the racing gets really wild, as the pace car comes off into the tri-oval. Bunching up real close. They all don't want to jump too early. Through the restart zone, 53 takes off. 32 jumping behind him, trying to get in front of the 42. Lashes up with his teammates on the inside line. Holding that inside line very good. Being pushed by the number 88 on that inside. 51 on the outside with a little bit of momentum, but not enough currently. 88 jump into the outside. Huge move as the 9 gets turned by the number 3. Caution's out. Move. Very unfortunate for the number 9 there. Turned by the number 3. Let's take a look here. 3 got loose, spun him out, and that was all she wrote. Did not appear. I don't think he has any damage. He may have escaped that one pretty okay. Sure, a little paint rubbed off on the side, but that's alright. Nothing to worry about.
Because the pace truck getting hit all the time.
Number 9, keeping it pretty clean, actually. No real damage that I can see. A little scuff on the right side there, but that's okay. Barely visible in the late afternoon here at Talladega. Of course, if you're watching live time, of course, this is a video game, and it is 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Number 9 lining back up behind 26, single file. As we will take it one more time again. Green-white checkered finish once more. This has been an incredible night of racing here, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you all for watching us here at Fearless Broadcasting. We'll be here again tomorrow night with the Wild West Racing League. That'll be broadcast by our very good friend Barry. He's a very good guy. And of course, I will hopefully be racing at Richmond with the Wild West Racing League in my number 82 Chevrolet pickup. So keep that in mind. We'll be racing again tomorrow night. Ethan, I believe, is also broadcasting another series tomorrow night as well. Nobody pitting. Nobody wants to lose those very, very tasty positions out there on the track. Once again, the top 3 are all the Premier Racing setup trucks. Excuse me, little mind blank there. PremierRacingSetups.com. Very, very fast cars, very, very fast drivers there as well. Peter Smetana, Jacob Smetana, David Pachal are your top 3, followed by Johnny Taylor in the number 88, Mark Cody in the number 51 Toyota, Lyle Mitchell in the number 3 Chevrolet, Robert Wiggins in the number 26 Chevrolet, and the number 9 of Jason Crumley. Bringing up the rear, Brian Wiggins is in 9th place in the last truck on the grid that is still in the race. Number 28 of Kenneth Coulson and the number 83 of Shane Posey are out. Very unfortunate racing for some of these guys out there tonight. That is just how unforgiving Talladega can be. I almost said Daytona. Oops. Coming around once again. 1 to go this time by. Reset the field. Get everybody stacked up again, side by side. Racing the pace car a little bit there, but that's okay. No harm, no foul. Teammates getting a little close there. Putting their friend past the pace car. That's okay. As long as he doesn't maintain that position ahead of the pace car, he's alright. 32 sliding back up to the outside, 88 following him. 53 in the 42 on the inside, followed by the number 51. Outside line is comprised of the number 32, number 88, and the number 3. Those are your top 6 on screen right now. Behind them is Robert Wiggins in the number 26 Chevrolet, Jason Crumley in the number 9 in 8th place. Those are all your lead laps cars out here on the track tonight. We'll try it again here tonight at Talladega as we come back around down the back stretch. 53 getting a little push from his teammate there. Not sure if he's running out of fuel. After leading so long, he may actually be running a little bit low. That is something you have to start taking into account here at the super speedways. If you wait out your rivals long enough, you may wait too long and run out of fuel yourself. And that is a dangerous position to be putting yourself in, especially this late in the race. Especially on a green-white checkered. The second green-white checkered of tonight. They're all contesting each other just to get on down behind the pace car. Pace car peeling off this time. 53 leading the way back into the tri-oval as we'll try this again. Green-white checkered finish here at Talladega. Coming up towards the restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
And he takes off once again. 53 with a huge start once more. 32 chasing him down. Trying to get back onto that inside line with their teammates. So the 42. Number 88 challenging them up on the outside with the number 3, but doesn't have the help from the 3. Number 88 side drafting off the 42. 32 pushing the 53 for the lead. 51 challenging up behind them. A lot of speed up behind them. 51 in the 88 trying on the outside. Don't seem to have it though. 42 falling back a little bit as the 88, 51, and the 9 come up behind him on the outside. If they can get some speed going, they may be able to get the momentum on that outside line, see what they can do. Coming back through the tri-oval. Past the restart zone, white flag this time, coming back no matter what. This is where racing gets hard. 88, 51 in the 9, challenging on that outside line. They don't seem to have a lot of momentum though. Challenging that 42. There we go, we're back. 53 taking the lead once again. Maintaining the lead, excuse me. Number 88 challenging for second place there with the 51. Huge moves on the outside line. Getting real close. 32 and the 53 getting the run off of turn 4 though. 42 pushing them. And the 88 gets turned. 51 turns the 88. 42 32 challenges on the inside. It is a 1-2-3 for PremierRacingSetups.com. Peter Smetana wins at Talladega, followed by Jacob Smetana in second place and David Pichal in third. And very unfortunate for the number 88 of Johnny Taylor. Let's rewind really quick before we jump to our post-race interviews.
Good race, guys. Good race. It was a lot of fun.
Jump back here before we jump to our interviews. Let's take a look at what happened here. Gets 51 got ping-ponged off the 43 or the 46, excuse me, and just hooks the 88 and sends him into the outside wall. Very unfortunate turn of events there for the number 88 truck. He was really good all night and unfortunately lost it where it mattered the most. Very unfortunate for Johnny Taylor, but a noble finish and a very, very well run race regardless. Congratulations to him, and of course congratulations to our winner, Peter Smetana. And I will... let's see if he does any celebratory burnouts here. He'll just park it up on the start-finish line. Congratulations to our winner. Let's see if we can get him up here. I do not see him. I do not see him. Okay. I also do not... I don't see any of the top 3 at all. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. Okay. Well, let's at least get an interview with number 88 of Johnny Taylor. See what happened from his point of view there really quick before we get the victor of the race up here if he decides to join us tonight. Johnny Taylor, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How do you copy?
I got you.
Very unfortunate there at the end, but a very well-run race overall tonight. How do you think it went?
Race overall was decent. I mean, wish we could add a few more guys in there, a little bit bigger field, but overall it was a decent race. Green flag stop was just poor execution on some guys' part. We just got behind the 8-ball from there. There was some wounded cars that were our helpers, and ultimately coming to the checkered there, Mark just lost his help, and we were sitting duck. So it's plate racing, man.
Very true. Very true. Well, thank you for racing with us tonight. This has been a great pleasure to be watching this tonight. You guys had some great racing out there. And hopefully next time we'll actually get to see you from Victory Lane itself. How's that sound?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to some racetracks that are worthwhile. Martinsville might be hit or miss. Should be all right. A lot of bumping and banging there.
Martinsville is very hit and miss.
After that,
sometimes you hit and sometimes you miss. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it should be good. Look forward to it.
Well, thank you for jumping in the booth with me tonight. Hope you enjoyed the race regardless of how it came out at the end. But thank you, and have a good evening.
Yes, sir. You too.
That was the number 88 of Johnny Taylor. Very unfortunate wreck there at the end. Let's talk to Mark Ciccone, see what happened from his point of view. Mark Ciccone, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Very long race tonight. How do you think it went for you? And what do you think happened there with the number 88 at the end there?
We were just going for it. We didn't have the help, so he kind of zigged. I zagged. So I don't know if he saw the whoever the third truck in line there was, it kind of moved up off of 4. So I followed him up, and then he went down. And when I went down, you didn't want to lift because, I mean, you see the checker right there, and we didn't have the help. So we had to stay in it and hope for the best, and it just ended up hooking him. But overall, I mean, good points tonight. We got, we won that second stage there. We were sitting really pretty into those green flag stops, and we just had a couple guys behind us not get down on the pit road as good as they could have, and that caused me and Taylor to have to back up to those guys, and we lost all that ground. So we ended up, we come out. When they come out of the pits, the Smetanas and their buddy, I mean, we were 8.5 seconds behind by the time they got to speed. So not a whole lot we could have done at that point, but that yellow kind of gave us a shot.
Well, very great race from you tonight, and thanks for joining me up in the booth here really quick before we sign off. Unfortunately, our leaders have not joined us for this interview, but thank you for joining us anyway, and hopefully next time we'll be talking to you from Victory Lane. How's that sound?
That sounds good. I hope so.
All right, well, you have a good evening now. Take it easy.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
That was Mark Ciccone. Came in 4th place behind our top 3 of all 3 of them being the Premier Racing Setup Trucks, Peter Smetana in the number 25, Jacob Smetana in the number 32, and David Pichal in the number 46. Unfortunately, I do not see them here in my voice chats, so unfortunately I do not think I'm going to be able to get an interview from the top 3 tonight, which is a little sad, but regardless, I want to thank you all for watching tonight. It was a great pleasure to be back here in the booth. Hopefully the stream was not stop motion tonight like it has been the past couple times I've streamed, but hopefully you all enjoyed it. Once again, this has been Pat Wilkinson with Fearless Broadcasting, brought to you by SDK Gaming and all of their iRacing live timing software. This has been the National Sim Racing Truck Series here at Talladega. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.